What is going on YouTube? Hidden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, as well as the S&P 500. More importantly, what we're going to be looking at specifically today, as you guys saw in yesterday's videos, we were basically talking about the fact that consolidation is necessary, but we do strongly believe that the rally is not yet over and that the bulls are still in control of this market. And I do strongly believe that markets should very soon reverse back to the upside here, as we do have targets set much higher than where we currently are trading. Yes, we are starting to see some resistance, some retests of moving averages, which is completely normal on these cryptocurrencies, as you can see here. We're also getting sandwiched in between some very strong moving averages, as well as some price ceilings, which is expected and anticipated because obviously we can't just streamline straight up. There is going to be some sort of turbulence consolidation necessary before we continue to swing this rally to the upside. So I do believe that that's going to come here. You can see it's starting to form on most of these cryptos. We have XRP here. You can see the consolidation that's taking over today. Ethereum clearly trading sideways inside what appears to be a very big ascending triangle. We'll talk about that. And then Bitcoin trading sideways as well. S&P 500, I believe it opened, or it should be opening. I don't think this loaded yet because it's 9:10 by the time I'm making this video, which market should be open right now, considering today is Monday. So we should see this update. I'm not going to refresh the charts, or maybe I will, just in case. And if it loads, it loads. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's all we'll do for today. But with that being said, guys, definitely make sure to smash the like button, turn on post notifications, subscribe, and let's jump into today's episode. All right, guys, so the S&P 500 loaded in. I guess it didn't open up today. I thought it would have. So that's a little interesting. Or maybe, today's Monday. I don't see why the markets would be closed right now. So they should be opening up very soon, if not already are. So we should be seeing candles probably discuss or figure out or decide which direction we're going to be moving to today. I do strongly believe S&P 500 is moving higher, so on and so forth. As you guys know, I am still in the current setup as of right now using my laptop here. Not the best setup as I've done in the past when I travel, but I'm trying to make do with what I have because I don't really have internet that well. So I have to make this off of a hotspot on my phone to get internet, but I'm trying to keep this, as we do daily uploads every single day, I'm trying to keep that grind going for you guys. So I can't wait to be home and finally have the setup back. So it's definitely a lot more challenging and a lot more difficult. Hopefully I will be home at the end of this week, so that's fine though. But moving forward, yeah, there's just a lot to come this year. So a lot of big changes, a lot of things happening for the channel too. But for those that are curious as to what exactly is going on, I do strongly believe consolidation is in. Yesterday, if the video loads, if I can pull it up here, hopefully the internet pulls up for us. I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work. Okay, cool. I made two videos basically saying that this is just the beginning and that the second rally is coming. And I do strongly stand by that and stick by it, as I do strongly believe that we are only seeing mere consolidation, a very little amount that would ultimately allow us to pump even higher. You guys can see we've been in what appears to be a downtrend on the relative strength indicator, a massive downtrend on the falling wedge. We hit targets perfectly. Like when we decided to break bullish, and we still are in trades on XRP and Bitcoin, specifically those two, not Ethereum yet, on Bityard, which hopefully you guys are still familiar with. Pulling up, we have the XRP chart here. We're able to leverage trade on Bityard. Moving forward now, in regards to the way XRP is trading here, consolidation is necessary. This is a necessary movement for us to swing higher. And it usually tends and typically happens when we start to hit moving averages. So for reference here, for those that are starting to doubt or get worried or confused about the market, I do strongly believe we are going to see a similar movement to what we've had in the past here. And it's great to use history to kind of develop and show what exactly we're dealing with when markets start to move forward. So you can see right here in regards to what we're dealing with right now, we did have target move us perfectly to where top resistance is. We became overbought on the 4-hour charts, which was expected, but now we're hitting moving averages right here. This, as I've said all the time now, is a consolidation zone for cryptocurrency, for all the major altcoins for that matter here. So the fact that we're hitting this resistance and not necessarily seeing another break to the upside to our main target and main goal here at point D is acceptable, and it's okay. It's also a sign that if I didn't buy in earlier, if let's say I missed the opportunity to buy in here, this is also another buy-in opportunity when we do decide to break through and start to retest or play around with moving averages. But you guys can see the last time we did this was back in July, or end of July into August here, when we did retest our moving average. You can see exactly what happened. So we had a big run from retesting bottom support here. We shot up, retested the moving average here, and then corrected lower. And you can see we bottomed out on the same bottom support. So you can see bottom support is here, bottom support is here. That's not what I wanted to do. Bottom support is here. We saw a streamline to the moving average, streamline to the moving average here. Both you can see it's red band on top, green band on bottom, red band on top, green band on bottom. We got rejected. We had days of consolidation. Then we broke through and streamlined up. So what we're looking for here is the rejection, days of consolidation. We're looking for a streamline once again back to point D. So that's exactly what I do believe is going to continue to happen here, exactly what's planned out. And that's why I'm not worried with my positions on these cryptocurrencies. Obviously, I have stop losses set up just in case we correct lower, but I do strongly anticipate movements to continue to swing us to the upside here. I do believe strongly we are going to see prices swing us back up to point D. So I'm not worried in regards to how XRP is trading here. It's beautiful. We hit the bottom uptrend perfectly. We hit the top resistance here. We are now completing our C and moving back up to point D here as expected. And then I do believe correction to E and then a bigger breakout, which will be pretty incredible here. But you can see the consolidation after rejection on XRP here from its moving average. We've been consolidating for about 3 days now in this, but you can see it's not just XRP that's seeing consolidation. It's actually a lot of these cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin, for example, which is incredible, is it actually broke out of its falling wedge. You can see this is the third confirmation of a bullish break of these falling wedge fractals here. They tend to consolidate, then they break bullish, and you can see that's exactly what's happening outside this falling wedge here. And now we're getting very close to retesting moving averages, but we broke outside a massive downtrend on the relative strength indicators, breaking this and bridging us back to the upside here. So I do believe this is going to continue to move us to the upside here. But I think the main crypto to actually reference right now is Ethereum. And the reason I believe this is because you can see how exactly we're sandwiched. Notice this is in the past here back, I believe this was May 10th to May 12th here. Major resistance at this level here. Major rejection. Markets reversed immediately downwards. Now flash forward to what we're dealing with now. This has been and still is currently a major resistance for the crypto. So I do strongly believe that prices are still intertwined with this level here. And as I've been saying, but for those that are new to the channel, congrats for joining. You found us finally. You can see here that we are sandwiched in between this level of movement here. We have Bollinger Bands up top acting as supports and resistances. We have moving averages acting as supports. We have an uptrend, and then we have a price ceiling acting as resistance. So there's a lot happening, as I always say, within Ethereum. And Ethereum is destined to pump. We haven't seen it move. You can see most of these cryptocurrencies, even though they are up about 2.5%, nothing is really seeing a big run here. 2, 3%, nothing crazy, 2% XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, 1, 3.4, nothing's really happening. But you can see Ethereum is getting sandwiched in between this top resistance and this uptrend here. And then there's a lot of supports that are helping us swing higher. So you can see here what's actually happening is consolidation, very similar to these other cryptos. What we're waiting for is a break, obviously. Now we've consolidated low enough. We do have lower highs. That's without a doubt. But we also have higher lows. Since this uptrend has formed here, this has been an extremely supportive uptrend here, as well as moving average. They have not been able to break, and this should hopefully continue to break us higher. Now, obviously, I haven't bought into Ethereum yet, but I am waiting for confirmation above this yellow resistance. If we can finally start to consolidate, not actually trade around for the past 4 days, the same price level here, and actually break us through our, yellow band resistance at 4,165 or 4,200 if you want to play it easy. If we just actually close it daily above 4,200, it should allow us to scale this higher. We should be ultimately moving to the upside here. It hasn't happened yet, but I do strongly believe that that's what's to come. And when this break happens on Ethereum, we're going to see that same movement happen within XRP. We'll start to see prices rally us back and raise us back to the upside here. And the same thing would also apply to Bitcoin here. S&P 500 still, I'm confused kind of why it's not loading in today. Not too worried though, but hopefully later on today we start to see some movement here. But within XRP right now, what it is that we're dealing with, I just wanted to show you this yellow resistance is acting as a problem zone for us. You can also see how it's been intertwined, and it has played a pretty substantial role in XRP. Not only was it literally cutting the moving average, this symmetrical triangle in half, you can see where it's been pretty much acting as resistances and supports here, supports, resistances in the past. So we're kind of cut and intertwined in between here, which is ideal, makes sense here. Obviously, we have bigger resistance and supports up in this area here between $1 and like 5 cents and $1.13. This has been a problem zone, as you guys remember in the past here, over and over and over again. So we're having that same thing or a similar thing happen right now, but at our 94 cent resistance level, which we did review an article a couple of days ago, which said the same thing, that this was a pretty strong resistance here. But, retesting moving averages, we are consolidating. This is expected. And I do believe very soon, very similar to what we've had in the past, prices will surge us back up. So I'm not worried. And I do believe target is set at point D here. So if you haven't already got into XRP, if it was me, I would still be able to enter it here, because I do believe that we are going to continue this run to point T here. But that being said, guys, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, smash the like button. Hopefully I'll be home soon with a ideal background, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.